Good morning, everyone. My name is John Michael Rosenbaum, and I'm here to present the risk analysis for our first and second alternatives. In our first alternative, we analyzed for running a parallel path with only one scaffolding. This assumed that paths A through H only required scaffolding, whereas I through Q did not. Therefore, we were able to move the scaffolding from each work front as we progressed with the work. By analyzing in this method, we assumed that each team would be independent of each other and there would be no scheduling conflicts. This results in an end date of the project being 17th of August with a total projected cost of $25.9 million. Unfortunately, this does not meet our 17th July deadline, incurring a penalty of $2.8 million, decreasing our profits to $1.3 million. Next slide, please. As you can see, based on our project not being complete on time and decreased profits due to not being completed on time, we determined that the same risk analysis for the base WBS also applies to this WBS. Next slide, please. In our risk matrix, it's easy to see that project not being complete on time and decreased profits due to not completing on time are high into the red. Additionally, resource shortfalls, being scaffoldings and teams, are also up there. Based on these risks, we do not recommend pursuing this path. Next slide. In our second alternative risk analysis, we analyzed for running parallel paths with two scaffoldings. By doing this analysis, we determined the end date being 27th of April. This leaves us 84 lag days to account for any delays for equipment failure or safety issues. The final projected cost for this path is $27.5 million, leaving us $2.5 million of profits. Next slide, please. As you can see, our projects not completed on time, our decreased profits due to not complete on time, and resource shortfalls have gone down. For projects not completed on time and decreased profits, the probability is at 25%. Although the impact is still the same as the above analyses, the risk factor has gone way down. The resource shortfalls have also gone down based on the fact that we hired more employees and purchased extra scaffolding. Of note is the project delays due to equipment safety issues, equipment failure, and safety mishaps. And although these have not changed, they still present a problem. Now, for equipment failure and safety mishaps, we assume that in an industrial environment, we're always going to have some sort of problem come up that may cause a delay. That is why we built in 84 days of lag time. But to mitigate this, we recommend performing periodic maintenance and inspections on equipment, replacing equipment before it fails, training the personnel on safety and equipment use, and providing safety inspections of equipment. Next slide, please. Here's our risk matrix for our second alternative. As you can see, R4, being decreased profits due to increased resources, is at 100% profitability. This is due to purchasing extra scaffolding and including the extra teams to accomplish the project on time. We've determined this is an acceptable risk based on the increased profits and being able to meet the project on schedule. Also of note is the project delays due to equipment and safety issues, as I discussed earlier, where we have built in 84 lag days, which leads us to recommend that this is an acceptable risk for this path. That concludes my portion on the first and second alternative risk analysis. I will hand you off to Eleanor. Thank you.